Almost live. Oh, we're live. Happy Friday. It's my birthday. It's not a holiday. Yes, it is because it's my birthday. Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you, LaDonna.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday, Aunt. How are you?
Discouraged, but I'm happy it's your birthday, so we'll keep it there.
Discouraged about what?
You remember how I was so looking forward to my day off tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not coming. It's been pushed back another week.
This is the second week that you have not, after you just had like a 4-month run.
It was 5 weeks straight.
That's 4 whole months in my world.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Um.
So once again, after the show, I have to go to work.
That sucks so much, and then you have to go to work the next day, and the next day. Oh my gosh, this is giving me so much anxiety.
All the way till next Saturday.
Oh, stop talking about it. That's me.
Oh.
But you got to look at it because it's a list.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
What was I about to say?
Birthday stuff. Say birthday stuff.
Yes, it's my birthday. Oh, my dad may call within this call a few times because he's getting on YouTube. He may be on YouTube. Hey, Daddy, I'm not talking about you if you're already on here. But if he's not on here, he doesn't know how to do it. But he's going to call. He's going to figure out how to get in here and say happy birthday to his baby. All right. I'll give it a few. See when he calls me. My week has been a week. It's been a regular week. It's October. It's October already, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
It is October. The year is almost over. We're going into
White
fall.
people season.
I like fall, winter.
No, it's pumpkin spice season.
Oh, it is. Didn't we see pumpkin spice? It was a pumpkin spice like mayonnaise or something. No, embalming fluid. Did you send me that?
Oh, it is.
No, I saw it. It's pumpkin spice embalming fluid.
Wow, so your dead people smell like pumpkins?
Oh, it is. No, I saw it.
What's that, like potpourri for dead people?
And then there's pumpkin spice. Wild Foods is pumpkin spice. Who even likes pumpkin taste? I like pumpkin seeds.
I like pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, that's you carve the stuff out the pumpkin, make pumpkin seeds.
Oh, I just buy them in the store.
Oh.
From David. David's pumpkin seeds. Like David's sunflower seeds.
We made our pumpkin seeds and they were delicious. But nobody wants to eat pumpkin. It's a weird taste. It's like how people say like liver tastes weird, and I love liver. I like the weird taste of liver. But pumpkin tastes like it has a weird. Like metal. Like it does taste like iron, and I like the taste.
Yeah,
let me just be quiet. So let me just do this. Oh, and I gotta do something before everybody go to bed. My cousin sent me my little baby cousin, and I say she's my little baby cousin, but she's not a baby. She's a big person. She has a baby. She called me and said happy birthday, and left me a message, and she's saying happy birthday to me. She's saying happy birthday, and now you are the sunshine, and a Stevie Wonder song. She sang that to me. That was so nice. And my cousin in Cali, shout out. That was my cousin Arca. She's in Cali too. And my other cousin Sheeta in Cali. She sent me. She's cash app me. She like my godmom. My godmom used to always give me money for every single holiday and my birthday. Even if it was like Arbor Day, I would get $100. So like I was like, that was so cute. She cashed at me. Oh, I might as well talk about my other gifts. Someone gave me some champagne and a nice card. You always give me nice cards. And my homegirl Mary got me this beautiful candle. It smells good. It smells like outdoorsy, but piney, and smell it. Isn't it? It smells like camping. I like it.
Never been camping.
I haven't been camping, and I want to go camping.
So how do you know what it smells like?
I've been in the woods because I went to summer camp in the woods, overnight camp.
All right, I know.
So I've been in the forest.
I've been in the forest too.
But do you know it smells like? Well, not Philadelphia forest. It smells like crack and cheesesteaks. But Yeah. So, oh, and I have me a birthday cake right here. I just don't have a candle. We're gonna put an incense in it, and we're gonna blow the incense out. Here we go.
And then it's gonna be all kind of shit on your
I
cake.
know, right? And then I had to I didn't have a birthday hat, so my daughter let me hold her top hat from some anime character, the ugly butler, the black butler, somebody's butler, dead butler. They got death books or something. So I'm wearing this today on my head. And I got to see my daddy yesterday. So it's been all in all a really good week so far. What am I looking for? I'm looking for that other phone because I have to send something to somebody, but oh well. Let's go into our first topic,
All right.
which is the House of Representative kicked somebody out, or the House people kicked the House person out.
The speaker.
Talk about it.
The Speaker of the House. What's his
Speaker
name?
of the House, the one they had to take forever to vote in. Because why did they need to do that?
Because they didn't want him to begin with.
Yeah, who is he? Nobody, right?
He's a Trump loyalist. That's basically what it is. And that's how he got in, by kissing Trump's butt.
Didn't I say this?
And the fact of the matter is, he didn't make all the Republicans happy. So 7 of them voted against him with the Democrats and got his ass out of there. Now they talking about making Trump the Speaker of the House.
That's so great. So how can he be the Speaker of the House when he's nothing in politics anymore?
Because they elect the Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House doesn't have to come
from the House. I could be a Speaker from the House? I could, not from the House.
Of the House.
Of the House.
But yeah.
Because I could be from the House, but they won't let me be of it. But
yeah, if they nominate you and they elect you, that's weird. I didn't know that. This
country is so weird.
I found out so much about government from Trump and the stuff he's tried. I'm like, oh, you allowed to do that?
You don't even have to be smart to be the Supreme Court judge.
Like, felons can't vote, but they can run.
And you can become president.
You can run for president, but you can't vote for him.
It's so strange. So they kicked him out. We don't have a House of Representative person seating. And so this is going to possibly hold the government in, what do they call that when they shut the government down? Just a government lockdown where government workers don't get paid.
The furlough, but no, they working. They came up with a decision about that shit.
Oh, they did. So they're not gonna put people on furlough. I never understood that. There's no way I'm.
I don't understand how they keep getting paid, but the rest of the government doesn't.
I wouldn't be working.
And they basically voted for that. They was like, "Oh, we gonna keep getting paid even during government shutdowns, but nobody else who work for the government gonna get paid."
There's no way I will go to work. How do y'all go to work and not get paid? What are y'all telling somebody that, hey, I can work for free? Who works for free? Not me.
Slaves.
Not me, not I. See the mouse.
Yeah, so McCarthy's out.
So that's his name, McCarthy. So is he Paul McCarthy's family?
And the McCarthyism,
because he's part of the McCarthyisms of Britain?
No.
Was that Britain? I don't know. I don't remember a lot of my history. See, you don't remember history? People leave the show. I try. I graduated. Excuse me, because I don't know McCarthy. I don't think about the Roman Empire.
Me and Ryan was talking about the Roman Empire.
Yo, see, people be thinking about it.
We were just talking about how they was just knock off Egyptians. And if you go to their leaders, the motherfuckers who started, they'll tell you, yeah, we learned everything from
the Egyptians and the Sudan and stuff.
Yeah.
No,
well, so I mean, every time they talk about it, I'll be like, you know what you're really talking about, right?
Yeah. And when you go to Rome, most of them way darker than me, and they pure Italians. They don't let you know that either. Travel people. Okay, people, come on back. I'll learn something about history. I do know history, but I just don't care about some people's histories. Only to this extent to know what to be aware of. So the House of Representative person. What is it? He's the seat of the House. What is the Speaker of the House? Not the seat of the House. The Speaker of the House is no longer. Yeah. I thought the Speaker was always the Vice President.
That's the head of the Senate. The Vice President is the head of the Senate, and they're in there for tie breaks when it's 50-50.
Oh, I don't know why I thought when you said tie break was tug of war. That's the first thing I thought about tie breaking.
What if that's how we got our? We put the bill up there, and then they do a tug of war.
Yeah, and then see if it passed. That will work. Especially with and they all old. That would be so hilarious.
I guarantee more would get done than gets done now.
It would so much more get done, and it'll be funny because all those people are real old, and we'll be seeing a lot of old people like they pull their arm out of socket, they fall, their wigs and stuff come off. That would be hilarious.
Oh, didn't somebody just die recently?
Gandalf. I told you Gandalf died.
Yeah, I met from
somebody in the Senate, Congress.
Yeah, that old lady. I can't think of her name from California.
Maria Shriver.
She ain't in Congress.
Who is she?
Died,
who is she? That's Ernest Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. She's a Kennedy. I don't talk that bad about the Kennedys. My bad. Her name was like Hillary.
No.
I don't know. I'm not putting these death on nobody. I'm just saying her name was similar to those things.
No, it wasn't.
Penelope Pitstop. Harvey Wildfinger. Just saying name. But yeah, that would be great if we did pass bills by doing tug of war. I'll watch it. That would be something I know in Japan.
Dianne Feinstein. That was her name.
I told you. Who was she?
She was in Congress from.
You going to get the California. Food, little girl? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, from San Francisco. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She died.
I heard San Francisco. You told me they had bubonic plague recently or something. Or like a couple years. Y'all stop this bubonic plague stuff. Because, we won't go into the next thing. Okay. No Speaker of the House. People still getting paid. Interesting. Let's move on. Okay. Bed bugs infested in all of Paris. Paris is huge. Paris is the city
of lights.
The city is the capital city of this country, France. France is not a huge country, but it's not a tiny country. France, I would say maybe it would be like not the population, but the size of Pennsylvania, maybe New Jersey.
I have no idea. I've never been.
It's not that huge.
Nor do I pay attention.
When I used to have map in a globe, and I used to do the braille hands with it, but that was not right, I guess. I don't know. I have to ask somebody who's blind. They are infested with bed bugs all over the whole city. I know it was kind of like, remember New York had that infestation of bed bugs? But that is so disgustingly gross. Where are these bed bugs coming from? They used to be an imaginary thing. Like, don't let the bed bugs bite.
No, that wasn't never imaginary.
It wasn't real to me. I thought it was like the boogeyman.
No, they was real. We just didn't have it. They come
it was like the boogeyman. Like, nobody had bed bugs. Like, oh, the bed bugs. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Yuck. So France, get it together. Paris, France, get it together. That's gross. And I know y'all have a lot of tourism and stuff. And that's just going to bring it back to here. People, Pennsylvania people, Philadelphia people, don't go to Paris. And don't hang out with the French. Unless they're from an African country.
Ooh la la.
But talking about that as well with African countries, many of the colonized African countries, such as Burkina Faso, I think Niger, Congo, Republic Central, something of Republic, not that one, something like that. They are kicking France basically out. Their embassies. They're not sending any more money and keep being graped, because we gotta say that word, by France. That sounds so stupid. They're banding together and they're gonna stop giving resources or allowing them to have resources. Hallelujah.
But how would I get rid of the bed bugs without the resources from Africa?
That's why they got bed bugs. See, black people's all our fault. Won't start taking care of stuff, and bed bugs happen, and kids running rampant.
I think they should take some of them resources they're not giving to France and give to Haiti.
They need to give all of it back to Haiti, because Haiti
is
great Haiti.
Yeah, because Haiti is screwed, and
they keep making sure that Haiti keeps getting screwed
over and over and over.
Yeah. So hopefully, I'm happy that these countries are getting it together. I'm happy that we're having more communication with the other Blacks around the world and being accepting of each other. Take Africa, keep all your resources. It will crash the whole world. They don't have anything unless it comes from that continent for the most part. Stop giving them anything. And it's people, and you see your other neighboring countries backing let's keep going. And it's always somebody that's a maid or a babysitter that's sitting under somebody, embassy, direct dictator, somebody somewhere to put a little something in the food. We got people all over that's in different positions, so we just cuckoo ka and we'll know what we need to do. Just saying, keep going, Africa. Though there's gonna be us here, blacks here, they started the revolution or started to make sense, but we ain't doing nothing here. We got you though. I got you. Cuckoo ka. That's North Philly. All right. What else we talking about? You pick the next subject.
Here's the thing. I don't know nothing about none of these, so it's all new to me. Kirk Franklin meets his father. He don't know his daddy?
Yeah, he didn't know he was adopted in general. I didn't know that about him. He was in foster care and then he was adopted. That child got my phone, other phone. He was in foster care and he was adopted. He ended up finding out who his mother was. This is from the story that I got. He found out who his mother was. And then she wouldn't tell him hello? Oh, you have my other phone? You have my other phone. Dame. And a slice of pizza, please. Okay. So he knew who his mother was. His mother wouldn't tell him who his father was. It was people in town saying, like, that man look just like you. Like, y'all look like they got to be your father. He ends up getting a DNA test, finds out that's his father. He goes back to his mother and it's like, hey, is this my dad? He has the proof, but he still wants,
he wants confirmation.
She said, no, I don't know, and I don't want to talk about it no more.
Well, you already know the woman don't want to tell her business anyway. She didn't want to keep you.
Yeah, and now I can understand if it was an incident of graping, and but I would hope that someone was able to work through that throughout the years to at least be able to be honest enough with their child to say, because I think that's a huge robbery when you have a child and you don't let them know who their parents are, whoever their parents are, however their parents are. You can give them all the warnings that you need to give them to say, like, this is why and this, that. But that's part of them. They have to know who that is, and to rob someone of that, it's just not cool. But she and he said, we won't have a relationship if you can't be honest with me. And she just was like,
she didn't want one to begin with. She got rid of you.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm not saying people who put their kids up for adoption is always like, I just don't want a relationship with you. There's a lot of other reasons why people put their kids up for adoption. And then some reasons why they like, I just ain't doing it. But
yeah, like that lady who dropped the kids off at her mom's house.
Oh yeah, this lady, she said she got a boyfriend, and this happens more times than often.
He don't want kids. Yeah. He young. We gonna travel. So here, take my kids.
She took her kids over to mom's house and told them to get out. That's some bold stuff. And how you went? I mean, like, what's going on, ladies? I always gotta talk to my ladies. That you need a man that bad. Don't. Oh, I'm dumb. I have my phone. I'm on the phone. My bad. Oops. I'm recording on the phone. And I just thought, idiot. Yep. You're a wonderful child. It's nice to be. Thank you. What was I saying? That I'm an idiot. What was I talking about? Okay. Two idiots in the nest.
Nah, I ain't no idiot. I'm just old.
Oh, and I'm older too, 41. All right. What we talking about next? Or what were we talking about?
We was talking about Kirk Franklin.
Oh, that's what I was saying about for women. That's just not fair to do that to a child. There's a lot of things that parents do to their children that I know we do. It's trial and error, but it's a lot of selfish things that people do. And they only think about their own feelings or what they want out of it. And they do negate their children and how it affects them. Because once a parent is gone,
yeah,
They can't talk to their parent anymore. And that may be the cutoff for them even knowing who their family is. But even beyond that, they can learn who their family is, but they don't get to find out or get to touch or be able to see that person.
Or have certain questions answered, period.
Then they that's a piece of them that's missing for the rest of their life. And that's you rob someone of that because of your emotions and your feelings about something.
Yeah, it's like being black in America.
Oh, my hot sauce.
Like,
oh yeah.
Where am I from? I don't know. You can make it up.
Yeah, I just make it up.
Just make it up. Nobody really cares. They don't care about you.
They don't care about you either.
They don't care about you, so they don't care where you came from.
Oh, let's talk about the girl in Dubai.
Oh, that girl who got arrested for tapping the guard and asking for directions.
I'm all about traveling all over, but we have to always remember that if you're black, they don't mess with you nowhere. Even people that look like you don't necessarily mess with you everywhere because they don't. I know black. I know Dominican. So you got to be very careful, because it's the same here. Like there is a privilege that you get in most countries of being an American, even if you're black, you have that American privilege. But there are other countries who really, no country really mess with America, but they are allies. There are some countries that don't mess with America and waiting for America to jump because they're going to jump back. And they don't mess with us. So this girl, she goes over there. She was over somewhere else getting a BBL. Whatever. And she had to go through Dubai. Oh, this fly. Had to go to Dubai and catch a flight, but her undergarments or whatever they had to hold the mush up that they are forming and to make a buttocks had some kind of wiring in it, and they wanted her to take it off because they wanted to make sure it was for her to go through the thing. Clearly, they knew that she had an operation because she has leaky bags and stuff. They don't care about us.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't help her remove it. So she was trying to gesture one of her friends to come over to help her remove it. And at that time, she touched the guard. They didn't even say she pushed the guard. They really even just said she just touched the guard. And it was a female guard, so it wasn't a male guard or anything.
Oh, I thought it was a male guard.
So I would have been like, oh, I can see in a little bit, but still. And then they arrested her. Didn't you say that she was about to get off? But
I think that they said the courts was about to just let it go. And the guard came and was like, no, we have to press charges. She touched me and she ain't allowed. We can't just let this go because people won't think they can just touch me.
Well, now the girl's sentenced to a whole year in Dubai. And I don't know what their prisons are like.
I can't imagine it's bad. Like they don't have
some. I wouldn't say Dubai is bad because a lot of countries theirs look like dormitories and you're just chilling. But some countries you sleep on the floor and you have a little blanket.
No, there's some jails in South America that don't have roofs.
Yeah,
they just got 20 feet walls, and like if it rains, you get rain.
Jails in Arizona is like that.
It don't rain in Arizona.
But it's no roofs and you just out there
and you just dying in the sun.
Yeah. But yeah, so she's not coming home. A lot of international stuff that happens, but she just went and got a butt done. And then
she can't go get her massages.
She can't get the massages. I doubt they're gonna be giving her all the medical treatment that she's supposed to get because it's not.
Wait, no, it's not America. So maybe she'll get better medical.
No, in America they have to treat you. In other countries, they may not have to treat you for stuff. That's not the common.
But other countries, healthcare is a right.
Yeah,
it's not a privilege.
That would be decent if she's getting massages.
Yeah, talk about, I got the best treatment. This was better than if I'd have came home. Like,
So
I came out and slapped a bitch as soon as I got out.
Yeah, I'm going back down. Get my boobs done. So hopefully her butt come out all right, because that cost her. May it cost her a camel play. You know what I mean? What happens in Dubai over there. But I'm not putting that on that young lady because she's gonna come out of prison. She might be tough and big. I'm a little bitty girl. Brittany Griner just she must have lost her mind a little bit. I would have too, being locked up. Period. But poor child. And then the other girl, she locked up in Dubai. I think she got like 10 years or something when she was cussing people out.
You can't even be loud in some countries. Women are not allowed to raise their voice in some countries.
And you gotta remember, you're a black woman. We're always loud to everyone anyway. So it's just best to not. Certain places don't go. Like my daughter, she wants to go like do like a Christmas kind of thing. We don't celebrate holidays. So I said this year we can celebrate Christmas. And she want to go like to a Christmas town and do Christmas town stuff. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool. And I was like, oh, we don't know if they accept black people there. Because it's so many places that it's not really safe to be when you look like me, even though it seems like it's welcome to everyone. But when the lights go down, it's like, oh, no, don't go outside the hotel today. Or no, I don't think that's a place. Or when you walk into the room or the gas station, everybody turns and looks at you. Or you're not from around here. You know what that means.
Oh, and I always respond, I am now. Oh, I just moved in, neighbor.
So,
me and my 13 kids.
My 12 apostles.
And I got a big family. We all coming.
So, yeah, travel, enjoy yourself, but remember your skin color, and remember that you're not liked anywhere. And it's the same as being in America. Cops can do stuff to you. You can be missing. Hush, cat, you're not coming in here. So just be cautious and we 3 times better, as we always have to do.
No.
What else we talking about? I'm gonna call my dad in a minute because he probably like, I ain't watching this whole thing. You just need to call me. Hush, cat, you're not coming in here. You about to go in that room. All right, I'm gonna call my dad now. I'm calling my dad now.
Okay.
So he can say happy birthday to me. Y'all get to hear how smooth my dad voice is. He got a real smooth voice. He think he can be a radio DJ. Hello, Daddy.
Happy birthday.
Oh, you watching? See, I hear my voice in the background. Say it again, Dad.
Hey, happy birthday.
That's my daddy's smooth voice. Thank you, Daddy. I hear me in the background. So thanks for watching. I'll see you.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, you hear my daddy say he's so proud of me. All right, Daddy. I called you, and thanks for giving me my birthday shout out. And I'll see you probably tomorrow.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Love you.
We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, you coming over tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, love you. Bye-bye.
That delay screwed with my ears a
little bit. It make you like, woo, woo, woo,
yeah.
Woo, 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 woo. That was my daddy. He loves me. I love my daddy. So Anthony Mackie. Oh, no. Let's talk about, we'll do Anthony Mackie real quick because I just talked about him. Anthony Mackie is the new American, not Idol, Captain America.
There you go.
And he was out in his regular clothes because he doesn't wear Captain America clothes. Duh. And he was smoking a cigar and hanging out with his friends. And a woman approached him and asked him if he can take a picture with her 11-year-old grandson that was a fan of his. And he said, no, ma'am, not right now. And he was very polite. No, ma'am. I'm just sitting with my friends. I'm not taking any pictures. So she said, well, so are you saying that you're not going to take a picture with him? And he said, no, ma'am, no. And then you hear somebody say, wow, he ain't got to take no pictures with you. He don't owe y'all nothing. And you could say, I don't ever want to watch any of his movies again or support. Yeah. That's your choice as well. But he's, first of all, 11-year-old son, he's smoking a cigar, so maybe he doesn't smoke around children. But he also may have been drinking, having a good time. And he like, no, this is not the space. This is not workspace. I'm at home. And no, I'm not. I just don't want to. No. What's the problem with people in the nose?
Once you become a public figure, people think if I see you in public and you're a public figure, then
you owe me something.
Yeah. Or not even you owe me as much as I'm entitled to you. and your space and your time because I've spent money on your product, whatever it was.
Because you chose to, not because I made you. And also I think with social media now, being able to be so involved in people, who normally would have just been stars that we would only saw
from a distance. Yeah.
In movies. If you lived in a certain area, it was like, oh wow, did you know that they shop here? But now, since everybody is dancing on TikToks or showing what they cooked in their kitchen and being so normal and accessible, I think that really boosted up people's idea that they can touch and run up on stage and talk to people a certain way instead of that distance that it used to look like. I don't think you should idolize anyone. I think you should give anyone respect. But I liked it better when there was a distance between stars, and the only time you heard something was like on People magazine or
Inside Edition.
Yeah. Because it really is making people ballsy enough to like really think that you owe them accessibility to your life.
And while you don't owe that to them, on the same note, as a public figure, you have to realize in public people it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. I like you can't get upset with it, but you can have your response. That's why celebrities should, and I understand celebrities should just have their own Disney World. But they probably don't want to hang out with celebrities all the time. But I would think it would be like this is the only.
They did, and then y'all killed him. They said he killed himself.
Weinstein, right?
No, not Weinstein. He was there.
He was doing.
I was talking about
That's
Epstein.
not his island. Epstein, Weinstein, Alka-Seltzer, same thing. Same names. Yeah.
And that's the problem. Whenever you give them a space to themselves, that it always turns into some
freaky and
pervert.
weird.
It gets real perverted.
It's like, no,
real
we just
quick.
was like, let's just have drinks. And they're like, on the backs of
Yeah.
cows. And you're like, wait a minute, you just went this. We're not doing anything private. We're just doing something exclusive. And it's like, oh, this got weird.
Nope.
So
with the ram horns. Why?
Take the horns? Who got the horns? So let people be. Nobody owes you anything. And if someone says no, no means no. You don't question people's yeses, so don't question somebody's no.
And next time, Anthony Mackie, take the picture and throw up on the child. Oh, you should have gave him my space.
Oh, I would do something like that. Like
now
you go like this.
Now you got actor code.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the strike is over. Because I noticed all late night shows came back in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, damn, they had a long vacation. I'm like, oh no, it was the strike.
It was a strike.
And I'm like, man, them writers had to be. So they was writing every day anyway, hoping the strike would end. And like, all right, now we got to throw this out.
But you didn't get paid for all those days that you was working.
No, because nobody used it, but they had to write it just in case.
I would have went in there fresh.
Yeah.
Just like I wasn't getting paid.
They might have. I don't know.
No, they probably no, because people
I'm
stupid.
just saying,
people be like, I want to be a lapdog.
I'm just saying they was trying to. All the late night shows was trying to do 8 months worth of jokes the first night.
Like that.
Like we missed this, we missed this, we missed this.
Yeah, and so much happened within 1 week sometimes.
Yeah, especially now, 24-hour news cycle. That's why we can have a show.
I know we're here to entertain and tell about stuff
with the news. National entertainment, weather, and sports.
Yep, entertainment. So, what are we talking about next? The woman who shot her husband because she had a daycare.
Yeah, and he was supposedly touching the kids and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked about that in the summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when it happened, it was crazy. Well, she has now been convicted for shooting him and serving 4 years, and he's got house arrest until he goes to trial for touching the kids. So he gets to sit at home and wait. But I look at it this way: like if she's doing her bid and she probably don't have to do the whole 4 years, she may be home before he even get locked up, and then he's going to have to actually go sit for some real time if he was really touching them kids, and they can prove it.
She is a hero. And I know there are certain. How is it that white people can shoot black people and be like, it's stand your ground, but when a black person shoots in the air to get somebody to run away, they go to jail? When somebody, I know you're gonna say because we're black, but I don't want that to be the answer.
But that is the answer.
Man,
You don't
let's
want
get
it to
another
be.
one.
I don't want it to
another
be
answer.
either. I wish the country didn't work that way, but it is the answer because you're black. That's what happens to you. Get over it.
Whatever. But we should all. But that also tells you about this country. They are not hard on people who are pedophiles.
No.
If the idea of someone touching a child, and I understand it is certain circumstances where there's different levels of statutory raping. 17 and someone who's 15, that's a difference between a grown person to me and a 2-year-old. Or like it's certain the age statutory stuff, just graping all together and pedophilia all together is different levels of it, but we're talking about pedophilia. No way if someone is touching on children that they should even get house arrest. I understand we're innocent until proven guilty, but
No, we're not.
we're not. Certain things should be like, look, this was put up against you, and you have to sit here because you're the worst of society.
That's your opinion.
Yeah,
Seems
that's
like
my
society tends not to care.
They do not care about the worst of anybody touching children innocent. That is like the worst thing you can do.
To steal a child's innocence. Yeah, I agree.
Innocence. There's no like, oh, murdering people and doing all this is worse than that. No, stealing the child's innocence.
Because that child could turn into anything way worse than what. And
you're producing something. You're creating a seed, and it's gonna build into something else. Whether it's them doing what you did to them, murderers. Where they not be able to be their full talented person.
Even if they just become one of them super advocates who they can't do anything but help
you,
but they still can't function in life normally because like they are consumed with trying to eradicate that so nobody else has to go through what they went through.
It's horrible. So, well, when he gets convicted,
yeah, when they get in there,
put him under the jail,
and that may be the reason he got house arrest. They're like, no, if we put him in jail now, he might not make it to trial. Yeah. He might not make it to trial, and he ain't even convicted.
With the conviction, I'll be up. I'm going to jail. And let that be taken care of, and then wash our hands with that.
Pretty much.
Next topic. And it was shooting at Morgan State. I don't know much about that.
Yeah, I just found out about it when you sent it to me. So
and
my sister sent it to me too.
LaDonna be sending us stuff. Our research department. What up, LaDonna? So it's considered a mass shooting because they consider everything that's a mass shooting.
When anybody gets more than one person gets shot.
People or something. I don't know. They didn't find out the reasoning, and they haven't found the people. But in my opinion, what happens when Black people shoot, then there must have been some kind of issue. But they don't usually do that at homecomings and those kind of places. So Black people, what are we doing?
No, this new generation, everything is different.
A certain respect that
everything is different with this new generation. And I know the generation before us said
certain things, yeah.
And every generation we say, oh my God, they're so much worse than us.
It's worse. It's
but
bad.
The other surge I noticed is every 15 to 20 years, we jump back on the top 5 or 10 in the murder rate. And I'm like, that's when that next gap jumps up where that group of fathers was taken away.
Yeah.
Whether from the killings of that year when it was
or being killed
or arrested
for drugs,
and then we have a lull where like everything is cool for about 10 15 years because that generation actually has fathers.
Yeah.
But as that other generation that didn't have fathers come of age again in that next 10 15 years, they wilder than everybody else and they kill everything.
Yeah.
And I can't see, I don't know how it works in other major cities or other Black cities, but I know in Philly, like I've lived it enough to realize like, oh,
it's a pattern.
We jump up on that list every 10 to 15 years, it seems like. And then we drop back off, everything trends down. And then that next era hits and when they jump off their mama porch, they jump off with 2 guns in their hand.
That's interesting, and it probably is like that other places. I would like to look at that data, like what it looks like.
When what the
With the
spike in the
spike in
murder
it,
rates
mhm.
are, or the violent crime rates.
Well, that makes sense if you didn't have your dad and your mother had to work.
And
or,
then, but every time they snatch that whole group, either you go through
it'd be a whole
that
group that they
mass,
wipe. If there's a wipe of
when
black,
those murders go up,
Mhm.
and that group of males gets taken out, and then the ones who get incarcerated behind all those murders,
yeah.
and so that group is taken off, then those kids are left. And then they come up the next 10, 15 years knowing my daddy was a killer, or my daddy got killed, and this, that, and the
Yeah.
third, and he was a gangster, so I'm gonna be a gangster, and now I gotta be a bigger gangster than he was. And then you end up down that same road.
Yeah, it's a cycle.
Mhm.
I don't like onions.
When I was little,
Love 'em.
I used to break them and slide the onion out and just eat the bread.
I used to do that because I didn't like onion rings when I was younger, but I love onions.
I don't like onions, but the flavor doesn't really bother me. I like
You don't
like
the-
onion
the
powder is good.
texture and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, you brought this up until I come from AI and the hidden messages.
Oh yeah, them
Y'all
hidden
seen 'em?
pictures, the pictures with the AI. Like I know everybody's seen the cats that said the
Ketchup. I
N-word.
love when I have all the condiments up here. I got my hot sauce, Louisiana. I'm bring full of coffee. Ketchup. Already. Don't say that because my ketchup not in the refrigerator. I ain't catching nothing.
Botulism.
But the AI messages.
Yeah, like they crazy because you look at the picture and you can tell the picture is off. Like something's not regular about it. Then you squint and you see like whatever the phrase or writing or whatever it is. I don't like it.
That's what it is they're creating
It's
an image,
subliminal.
just images. They're a bunch of zeros and ones that's creating the color images, so they're able to create like how in the Matrix when like they have the numbers going like that.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of racist stuff that happens because who's programming these computers? I mean, these AI, or telling what the program should be or what they want to put into it. And then one was the N-word, of course. It was a bunch of animals in the shadow made the N-word.
Yeah, it was cats.
And then the other one was something about people in the rain, and it was saying, "Give me money."
Yeah, it said send me money. And it was just like weird. And then I seen this other like picture of these people. I seen a bunch of them. Just Google it.
And be careful because what you see all the time, just like this, it's a bunch of songs. I'm not gonna say this singer because it's her internet and people love her. That I'm not a big fan of, but I know the words to the song because it's played so often. So I didn't have to be a fan or not. I'm gonna know this song because it's.
I feel that way
constantly
about
around me.
the music they play at work. I'm like, I be singing along in my
Yeah.
head, and I'm like, oh my god,
Why would I
didn't
know the song?
I don't even know who sings this song, but I know all the words to it because they play it 6 times in my 8-hour shift.
Same thing with visual things. You keep seeing a certain color all the time, and you're like, "Oh, I really like that color." After a while, or I don't like that color, but I gotta have it. Something.
Yeah, like
You're drawn to
that new gray color that's on all them cars. It looks like clay.
Yeah, that clay. It looks like clay, like something.
Or like some kind of weird primer, like it's not done.
Putty stuff that you put on for electrical stuff, or that gray.
And I'm like, every time I see it, I'm like, I don't know if I like it or if I don't like it.
I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, because every auto manufacturer is doing that color this year.
So anything that you're seeing visually gets ingrained inside of you. So if you're getting something calling you an N-word, you're either gonna get angry, and not knowing you're getting angry about something, you're gonna either feel more like a victim. And if you're not somebody who gets called that word, you're gonna feel more empowered about something. So
or use it like it's everywhere. I can say it too.
Without even knowing, you just start saying it.
Yeah.
So y'all wanted this AI to keep coming. It's coming. Just trust. You can't trust everything your eyes see.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. You gotta know who you are and be just be straight with who you are, and then you have to differentiate from there. I was hungry. I didn't eat all day.
I ate right before I took my little nap.
Jay-Z. We're gonna get here a few more topics. Jay-Z was talking about, and just in general, right? About how it's hard to go around family during certain holidays.
No, just he said it's just hard to go and be around family. Period. When you just want to be away from the spotlight and everything else, and you just want to. No, I just want to go sit in grandma's house. Like goddamn, but I can't sit there where my cousin come and ask me. But dig the move, homie. Even if you was broke, even if you was still hustling in the street,
they'd be asking you for some money.
They'd be asking you the same exact thing. So don't get yourself off that high horse. Like, it's because I got $1 billion that they come. No,
anybody.
It's because you have more than them.
Yeah, they'll come to you and ask you for something. You ain't
if they had a nickel and you had a dime, they gonna ask you if they can borrow 2.5 cents.
That's true.
Like, so stop. So don't feel special. Like, oh, they don't want to work hard. No, it doesn't matter what you do or what you have. Some people are going to ask you for shit. Period.
Yeah.
Or are going to feel entitled to your shit because
to your stuff,
and some people it's legitimately because they knew if the shoe was on the other foot, they'd have no problem doing it for you.
And people have that idea, but when they actually are in their position, it may not always be the same thing.
It won't.
Because
one thing once you realize what it takes to get there, then you start realizing like what it's going to take to keep you there, and you like, oh, I can't give this away.
And also, not even just that. Why, if you only call me for something, that don't make me want to give you anything. If we don't have a relationship and we just cool and whatever, and you pop up and like, hey, yo, can you drop me this and I'll give it back to you. But if you're only always calling me to do something for you, because I'm not talking just being billionaires, just in general, where you always call in just because you want something, people not gonna want to pick up their phone. Eventually, it's like, yo, you don't want me, you want whatever I have.
You want my resources. That's it.
And I work hard for my resources. So I do whatever. They're my resources. However, I got my resources. And no, I don't owe you anything. And that's hurtful when people don't even care about you, but they like, can I have, give me got shot. So I understand from on that end where it's, if you're somebody who has resources that other people don't have, them constantly coming up with schemes or coming up with something that's annoying as hell, or constantly asking for something when you don't hear from them ever for anything else. And I guess being a billionaire or being someone of certain means or a certain celebrity or fame that's what you give up a lot when you do that. Could be lonely where you can't just go to your grandma's house and just sit on the couch and chill. It shouldn't be that way, because your family should be like, okay, how much you have, little, I'll still beat you up. It should still be like that kind of thing, but it's not, because especially nowadays when people's idea of success is how much money you have. So yeah, I agree with Jay-Z on that instance where it's like you don't want to be around people who are constantly asking you for things where you can't just relax and enjoy yourself. Where you can't be the one like, hey, let me give me $20 real quick so I can put this in here. Or
now I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If I got $1 billion and they ask 4,800. If that means you can never ask me again, because I'm not expecting it back, but I'm going to tell.
People do that too.
But I'm going to give you this 4,800, and you better not never ask me for shit again. I hope you can turn it into $1 billion,
or not. Just you not ask me for nothing again. There are a lot of people who do that too.
I'm a one and done the shit out you.
Now,
ask me for $5,000 while you had the chance. You got your 48. Now get the fuck out.
If I will give, but if you mistreat me, or do not give me my money back. I don't play that about my money either. You don't give me my money back. Starting to get hot right now. Think about it.
I was always told
we'll have a whole issue.
You don't even loan more.
Money that you can't. But it's not even about the money back, because I will rip the money up in front of you. But the fact that you don't have enough respect enough to say, I ain't got it, my bad, or I'm going to give this back to you, that's where we have a problem. I don't care. The money ain't nothing, because when I give it, it's like that's not mine anymore. I'm not even thinking about it. If you give it back, then it's like, oh, cool. That was helpful or whatever. But the idea that you thought you got over, the idea that you can't be respectful enough to say, hey, I ain't even got it to give it back. Like, oh, well, then don't worry about it. We good. Or are you ducking me, or you have the nerve to ask me for more? Oh, you think it's sweet over here? That's where your Philadelphia come in. You think it's sweet?
Yeah, I'm about to take everything you got.
Okay.
You go ahead.
I'll show you
Everybody
how
for
sweet
something.
it is.
Yeah.
So that's where I on that end, because I don't mind giving. If you have, I think you get more when you actually give. A closed hand doesn't. You can't continue to get if your hand stays closed. But you better not play, because then I will have to close my hands for some reasons. But yeah. Candace Owens. Okay. Candace Owens, she's a weirdo. I didn't know she was pregnant.
Yeah, but her white husband.
Nobody want her.
She married.
I said nobody want her over here.
Oh.
That's why I say nobody want her. That's what I'm talking about over here. She can stay right over there. Poor child. Sad. Anyway, she was at a college campus, and a girl, who knows if she identified, it's a girl. She says to Candace Owens, does it bother you that your presence offends many of our trans students here? And Candace Owens says, suck it up and get a helmet. That was hilarious to me in ways, because it had a lot of implications in there with some things. I agree. Because if we can have KKK people and white privileged groups can have sororities and fraternities or whatever on campuses, and they don't do anything, and these are hate groups that actually kill people, why should it be an issue with somebody who has a different opinion than somebody else who's not promoting death or killing or participating in that?
Here's my whole point. You know her stance on everything before she gets there,
Yeah,
and y'all still invited her. So instead of sitting there arguing with her, especially if you're not going to argue with her about the topic she's actually speaking about, yeah, you take that up with the people who brought her. But you're probably scared of them because they're going to confront you. They see you every day, and they did this to make you feel the way you feel.
But also, everybody doesn't believe the same things.
Yeah.
And it's okay, as long as you're not
disrespectful,
inciting hateful riots, creating hate. You can even create hate speech if you want. I'm just saying. But if you're not you're not physically harming or creating an avenue where people are going to be harmed by your words, then you can have a different opinion. A lot of people don't have the same opinion that trans people have. A lot of trans people don't have the same opinion that trans people have. So should they just be, that's what's wrong with this world. If it's a group that wants to believe something and another group that does not want to believe it, then it's like, we hate you. No, we don't have to believe the same things. We can say you exist, but I exist as well. And we both can exist together, but we don't have to think the same way. But that's when it gets to that point where, if you're saying I can't exist if you exist, then yes, I'm going to hate you because you're telling me I can't exist. You're causing conflict between someone that you don't have to cause conflict, because if you minded your business and they're minding their business and you're not trying to make them a part of your business, everything's cool.
I don't remember where in any religious text, like, God tells us to judge each other. That's on him. I don't care what you do. As long as you're not trying to stop me from being me.
Infringe on me.
Yeah. Do you over there. I don't even have to agree with it. I can think it's weird and crazy and wrong. And I'll be like, you know what? Do that over there. God, I can even think it's blasphemy. I'm like, I'm gonna get you for that in my head, but you know what? It ain't my job to get you for it.
And on the same note, if you say, can you pass me my jacket, I'll pass you your jacket with no problem. Like, I'm not, because you a blasphemer.
I'm not touching your jacket.
That's so childish, and that's the idea of how people think. Yeah. And they're not thinking, because why would you do that?
Might be because in that jacket. I don't want to.
Your ideas are going to jump off and get on me. But then you're not strong enough as a person to have those ideas you have, if it can be swayed that easily.
Well, I got these from a jacket too, and now they're mine.
I ain't got the jackets no more. Like, that's the weirdest thing. So if you were trans and you don't agree with Candace Owens, because it's probably trans people who do agree with Candace Owens. It's not that black and white when you look at things. There are some people like me. I want President Trump to be back in office because he will make me laugh for another 4 years.
He can make you laugh in prison too.
No, it's better when he's fucking around with these other white people. Oh, it's so great because they be so scared. I get a kick out of it. But some people may not get a kick out of it. But I have the right to still get a kick out of him being president. And you can't take that away from me. And if I wanted to have a forum, if I wanted, because this is my forum here, see, if I wanted to go and talk around the country of how hilarious he is and how it makes me feel and how I need that hilarity, especially in this dull world, because I'm here to experience life and have fun with it. If I wanted to go on the whole tour and people wanted to charge me, pay me $20,000 if you want me to, I'll go on a tour and talk about how great Trump is for this country and my life. Anybody out there? Anybody open? My Philadelphia undomesticated John at gmail.com. But I have that right. And nobody should stop that. And I want to stop somebody else's right who like, no, he shouldn't be in office. Biden's alive. I don't believe it.
That's fake news.
Yeah. That's their alternate facts, so cut that music off. But so yeah. Just don't support her. I think Candace Owens is a special helmet. She know about helmets. She told him to put a helmet on.
Yeah. She probably took hers off to come out on stage.
Yeah. It's something she do say. I'm like, oh, okay. I agree with that. Some things she doesn't. A lot of things she does say, I don't agree with. But that's also everything about a person you're not going to always agree with. That's weird. And it's okay.
Is this supposed to be a little Boosie?
Yes. I'll put that in there. It said little booby.
I know.
Little
I was
booby.
over here laughing about it. Like, oh, little booby head. Little booby's
So
the lion.
boys, men are just big boys who are pervs. So little booby. So little Boosie, and I put him under there because he denied $250,000 to do a concert for an LGBTQ plus IA party. I don't know the other letters that's supposed to be in here.
They say you treat it like HBO now. You just put the plus at the end.
Plus. And I heard a lot of people was like, well, his response was, I don't believe in that agenda or whatever. It goes against my beliefs, so I'm not going to do a concert. People in an uproar, but why would they even ask him? They know how he feels about the gay community.
So that they could get in an uproar.
Yeah, because for one, it
was a win-win for them. Mm-hmm. Either he says yes, and they be like, "Oh, see, he did it," or
he's saying no, and then you like, he don't like us. It's not that he don't like you; he don't agree with what you're doing because he is a gay publicist. His daughter's gay, but he's like, "This is not my. I don't have to agree with you to
let you be you.
That you be you,
I don't
have to be around that.
I don't have to work with you just because I let you be, let you be you, but because." I'm not against you, but that don't mean I want to work with you.
And then some people are like, well, he has a gay assistant. What does that have to do with him wanting to be at gay events? Or if that's not his thing, you should look at that and say, hey, he's not discriminatory against gay people. If he paying somebody and had them as his assistant, wouldn't you think that?
I would.
He doesn't live in that lifestyle and it's okay. That's like, I don't sit around certain people with certain lifestyles. That doesn't mean I hate them. It's just not part of my lifestyle. And they can do them, and I do me.
Yeah, I hate mimes. I will never sit in a room full of mimes.
But they're not there. They're in the box.
No, they're still there. I see them.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
But so we want to light this candle so I can say happy birthday. Sir, would you please? I don't know, 2 candles. Would you please go on top of my dresser and pass me 2 incense?
Jesus.
That's how we do it in the hood.
You gonna flavor that cake? Whatever this incense is.
It should be wrapped in one of those things.
There's one in here.
There should be another one up here. My cake. Yeah, cake. Ooh. I'm clumsy. I'm about to drop the cake probably. I dropped the strawberry. All right. We'll find that.
When did the cat get in here?
I I don't know. They be sneaky cats. All right. Got the incense, and I need a lighter. I got the incense. I think this one is called Air. Fitting for what we're about to do. All right. Okay. And you have to cut the light out. Because that's how you used to do it when you was a kid. Everybody be in the house and they get around the table and you gotta cut the light out. All right. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. These look like real candles. Me. Happy birthday, dear me. Forget that. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Oh, I gotta make my wish to me. Happy birthday. We'll pretend that was still up. I made my wish. You're supposed to clap. Yay! So 41. I've been a whole year of being 40. I felt great. I'm an adult now. Let me take these incense off before the cake tastes like incense. I'm not gonna lick the bottom of that. I'm loving getting older. It feels good. I'm digging it. I've been on a dating app.
Good for you.
I'm becoming more open to dating, and yeah, I'm just enjoying life. It's so much fun, so much things to be enjoyable. I'm sitting more into what I always wanted to be in life, and that was to be happy. And I make sure that I do that every day. And it feels good that I'm winning.
I said, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So thanks for joining in. Those who watch later, thank you for watching. Those who will rewatch gang. That's cool too. I am the undomesticated John. I'm 41 today. It's my birthday. I know how many times I say that, but I'm so excited.
I'll be 41 in like 3 years.
It's not. God don't like ugly. He ain't too fine to pretty either, but that was just ugly lies. Ugly lies.
Don't get mad at me.
You 400 years older than me.
You wish.
But yeah, hopefully you have a great week, great Friday, great weekend. And next week, my other cousins, my Libra cousins, fun story about them. One is a cousin of my cousin. It's the cousin of my cousins on his dad's side. He's my cousin on his mom's side. His mom is my aunt. But we met and I always called her my cousin because we was like, you marrying people and you cousins. And she was married to this guy and he was cool. I'm like, oh, that's my cousin too, because that's your husband. We cousins. Come to find out the guy that she married is actually my cousin. He found out that, get that cat away from my cake. That hair. Cats be having hair everywhere. I don't be doing it like them restaurant people. Hair be flying everywhere.
You just put incense in it.
Incense is different than cat hair. Comes to find out that my cousin is his father that he didn't know, and he had did DNA tests. One of them DNA things from Africa ancestry people 121.5. He did that and found another family member and found out that he's actually my blood cousin. So he was my cousin all along. It was just really cool. They're having an all-white party next Friday, and I'll be attending. So that means we will be doing the show on Thursday. Okay. Thursday or Saturday? I believe Thursday though. Works. So we'll see you next week either way. And thanks for the birthday shout outs. Goodbye. Say bye to the people, Anthony.
Bye to the people, Anthony.